Hockey's a big deal in this country. It hardly needs saying. And yet this week I met Jim Perkins of the Capital City Condors, and their motto is bigger than hockey. Perkins told me the story about how 6 years ago he approached Kyle Turris to become the public face of the Condors. So the two of them sat down for a long 2.5-hour lunch, and Perkins explained to Kyle Turris that even a child with a severe developmental disability who'd never skated before was welcome to come out and play for the Condors.
We spent about 2.5 hours that day at the little restaurant, going through the entire book. And at the end of it, he said, "Can I take this home? I have to show Julie."
Well, 3 days later, the Condors had their first practice, and Julie and Kyle were there.
The two of them together greeted the players as they came out of the locker room, and each player they greeted by name. So the kids were coming out, and it's like, "Hi, Ryan. Hi, Amy." And I kind of caught, what was going on, and I went over and I said to Julie, I leaned over and I said, "Julie, what are you guys doing? How are you doing that?" And she turned and she goes, "Oh, well, we thought it would be important and put the kids at ease if we knew their names, so we memorized the yearbook that you gave to Kyle."
Most Sens fans will remember how Turris ended this playoff game against New York.
Kyle Turris wins it in overtime!
But the Condors remember what he did after overtime. That's when Kyle Turris left the game he'd just won and showed up in his playoff beard for the team's annual banquet.
I can feel the love here.
Sandra Wallace broke the news of the Kyle Turris trade to her daughter Cameron Sunday night. Cameron's 13. She's had a relationship with Kyle and Julie Turris through the Capital City Condors for the last 6 years. But the Turris connection with the Wallace family goes further than that. This spring, Sandra Wallace was diagnosed with cancer. She had some fairly serious surgery, all in the middle of Ottawa's playoff series against the Boston Bruins.
Kyle came here and picked up both my girls and took them to down to Westboro to his place to hang out with him and Julie for a while, and they went for lunch and Julie took them shopping and then they brought them home. They're truly incredible people, and it's so sad for us to lose such a big part of our community.
So this week we've been learning that while the Capital City Condors are bigger than hockey, Kyle and Julie Turris have been bigger than hockey too. Many people on the Condors team are already waiting for February when Kyle Turris will return to Ottawa, this time wearing a Nashville Predators jersey. Stu Mills, CBC News, Ottawa.